Hello, good evening and welcome to round number 10 of the Premier Division Championship. There's a battle forming between McLaren and Mercedes for the constructors, so watch out for that. That's 1 point between them. And here we go, we've got 5 lights. Okay, let's go for the sprint of Britain. Good evening, F1 Widow, nice to see you in chat, as we've got Brian instantly on the inside. He might get a corner cutting warning there, and they're very, very close together here. Puggy sticks it round the outside. Unfortunate with those trees there, we couldn't see what's going on, and the Aston Martin's really attacking off the start here. There's been an incident at the back that Quinn looks to be round. He's dropped to the back. Not sure what's happened to him, as Puggy gets swept round the outside by Brian, and we've got Yeast now attacking. He'll look to have the inside line, and he does take that, so a great start for the Aston Martins. Unfortunately, the Williams going backwards a little bit of Entity in 6th. Spider-Man, another great start for him, up to 5th. Backer up to 7th as well. I'll get the position changes up here. The tyres won't tell us too much in a sprint race. And there we go, we can see Yeast having the best of it so far, but also Jetfish up 5 places into 12th. Collins, steady start, up 3 places, who's now attacking Glassy. We'll get on board with that. And here they are, going towards Maggots and Beckett's. And Glassy says, that's my corner. And Collins just going to have to stay patient here, but we know he's so good at that. And we'll have a little look for the championship rivals back here. Already Brandon's lost out. He was one of the unfortunate few at the start, down in 18th, only just noticed that. And here's Inorganic, as we mentioned earlier. He's put a curse on the Williams boys a lot recently. And the Mercedes of Jetfish battling there with Colin, but Colin makes that one stick. And, oh no, as I say that, Jetfish, and he forces him wide. And it's really tense battling here. But Colin will sweep round the outside here. Beautifully done. He's got to be careful that he doesn't leave it open, but he seems to have pulled a nice little gap through there. And I'm just going to go up the road because we've got Luke, and it's classic me, isn't it? I get on there and someone goes round. I saw he was close. Oh, watch out. Oh, he just clips that Mercedes. Oh, and Quinn's hit him. And the 2 brothers are out. And Brandon's also caught up in that. And that will be a safety car, I imagine, on the track in Organic. And there, Brian goes. And he gets followed nicely by Yeast. And they might have caught a few people sleeping because of where he's gone. He might bunch out the field a little bit, and the Aston Martins are away. Brian with a nice little lead there. I'll go back a bit. We've got Davey right on the back of Entity in the Williams. Hopefully your teammate will get up there. And just looking back, he is side by side with Glassy. He's going to have the inside line and the better compound. Glassy hanging it around the outside, but he's going to lose out. He runs a little bit too wide. And then Colin also looking for a move up the inside of Higgsy, and you're starting to see how quick he is on those soft tyres. Now he's going chasing after Davey, who was hunting Entity not too long ago. And if he can nail the exit, he'll be right on him. But it looks like Davey's going to get a bit of a draft from Entity. Not as much as Colin's getting, though. And there goes Colin. What a restart for him. And he is up into 7th. We'll see what positions we've got going now. Well, it's obviously Colin with his 11 positions as Jetfish now past Glassy. Glassy struggling a bit on those medium tyres. It looks like someone might have gone round, and that's Brandon again. It's been a nightmare sprint for Brandon so far as Spider-Man sets the fastest lap of the race. Oh, and Colin just catching a back tyre of Entity there and keeps it from going round. Oh, and we've got another spinner, that's Davey. I'm just going to keep on board with this at the moment because Colin is cutting through the field. Higgsy also very close behind Jetfish. Higgsy getting Jetfish. We'll see if we can see that in the background. Yeah, we can. And here's Higgsy and Jetfish. We'll have a quick look at this battle as Higgsy runs out wide. Jetfish will take the inside line. He's got the better rubber here. But Higgsy deploying a bit of ERS, and he's going to run round the outside. Oh, I was getting very nervous. We might see a Hamilton-Verstappen moment there. You can see Colin just managing to maintain a bit more speed. Will he send up the inside? Backer covers that off. He's going to have a look round the outside. That'll give him the inside on the left-hander. And he does have the inside line. Backer tries to hang it round the outside, but he'll run out of road a little bit there, and Colin is through, and now he's going after Giraffe. Williams ahead gets a little bit out of shape onto the grass, but he's got a very, very good run on Puggy here. He dives to the inside. Colin looks around the outside, then dives back to the inside of Puggy. Puggy's hanging it around the outside now. Colin gets better drive off there, and he will be through. Puggy slots in behind, and Backer now right onto the back of this as well, as Yeast overtakes Brian for the lead. I don't know if Brian must have had a moment round the outside of there. And I think Colin's just going to have to wait. He'll get him on the next straight, because Giraffe is not going to have any DRS to help him along. The Aston Martins look like they've might be settled up front. They're getting close as well. There goes Colin. I'm just going to switch to the Aston Martins to see if anything happens with them. And that looks like, well, a nice 1-2 for them, but Yeast is going to bring it over the line there. Colin, absolutely brilliant drive up to third. Giraffe fourth, a good drive as well. Backer in fifth, who got past Puggy right at the end there. We've got Higgsy coming round in eighth. Robin gets demoted because we've got some penalties. Glassy gets up to 11th with those penalties, and Brandon up to 12th. So they do make up some positions at the end, but what a stunning drive from Colin there. Right, so I think we'll go on board with Giraffe, because I know the camera angles aren't the best here, and he'll be able to see what's going on around him. 4 lights, 5 lights. Okay, let's go. And not a great start from Giraffe. You can see Colin got a nice start, but it'll be the Astons going into the first corner ahead. Backer gets past Giraffe here into fourth. Colin and Brian battling up ahead. And it's getting really feisty here. Colin will have the inside line. He's got the better tyre compound at the moment. We've got someone round at the back that I believe that is Spider-Man. I'll just quickly have a look. Yeah, that is Spider-Man, but we'll get back on board with the action. And Brian trying to chase down Colin, but Colin with a tyre advantage at the moment. Huss saying, come on Astons, double podium. Well, yeah, well, they had a brilliant sprint race, but Backer might have something to say about that. And Giraffe also, don't rule him out. Had a very nice sprint race, but Jetfish already up to 6th, and the 2 McLarens 8th and 9th, now behind Puggy. Puggy, who has recently swapped positions with Andrew in this championship. Backer just not quite getting to the apexes there, and he's going to be under pressure now from Giraffe, who's all over the back of him, but no DRS yet. And we've got a spinner, that's Entity. And I know Entity's favourite song is Kylie Minogue, I'm Spinning Around, and he's proving that there. He's taking those words a little bit too literal. He's trying to break that toe a little bit, now covering off the inside. Colin's going to be forced round the outside. And Colin goes round the outside, and there's contact, And, oh no! And I think Backer clipped that, and Backer has lost his front wing, and that's so unfortunate. And now he's been hit from behind. And it's absolute carnage. I can just hear everyone hitting each other. And you can see there's about 4 cars in just who've collided, and that will for sure be a safety car. And so does Glassy. Glassy looking like he's got a bit more grip than Brian at the moment. Well, he will, because he's on the medium tyres. He'll still have the tyre advantage for now, especially with having a few free laps on them. Inorganic saying good luck to the Ferrari boys, so expect something to go horribly wrong for the Ferraris anytime soon. Everyone ended up piling into that. You come around that corner so quickly if someone's round. Oh, and look what's happened. Glassy is through, of course, I've missed it. And we've got a yellow flag in sector 3, and that was Brian. So what's happened to Brian? He's off the racing line, fortunately. But Quinn, well, now it's going to... Oh, and have we got another pile-up? Because Brian, Puggy and Spider-Man have all just DNF'd. Yeah, we do. And there goes Robin, he's bolted, and he's caught Jetfish sleeping a little bit. 8 temps already by the first corner. So be careful on that curve, Jetfish. It can spin you around, and we've got another one of the gamblers here, Backer, but he's dropped off the back of them. Giraffe putting him under a bit of pressure. Entity appears to be round as the yellow car safe sector 3. He's back moving again, but he's 5 seconds off the back of the pack. Now the Mercedes getting very, very racy. Bakker will be looking at this and thinking I can take advantage of this. As Giraffe sends it down the inside of Bakker. Bakker has the inside line to the next corner, and Colin right on the back of this now. Now he's going to use Bakker's slipstream if he can. No, he'll have to wait for a second. Bakker's going to be a bit compromised having such a tight line there. Giraffe having a look around the outside, but look at that run from Colin. He's now going around the outside. He's going to be close to the grass here. Gets Giraffe, and all keep it pointing in the right direction. Sminotla and Davey also in a DRS train behind. Colin looking around the outside. Bakker covering around the inside. He'll force him out wide. And he does exactly that, but Colin now has the inside to the next corner. They've given each other enough room, and Colin is through. And he's now having a look at Jetfish, the Mercedes ahead of him. It's all moving in the right direction. But here goes Colin, DRS wide open, and you're a bit of a sitting duck if you don't have it. And there you can see Colin flying through, gets it done before the corner. Who knows what can happen, but Brandon takes that corner beautifully, and he's right on the back of here, and Bakker could be in trouble going into the next corner. No, he's got good straight line speed there. Oh, but not great on the exit, and here goes Brandon. He'll have the inside line all the way. And we've got yellow flag in sector 2. I do believe that's Davey. As we know, this is the battle for second in the championship, along with Glassy and Volcano. So Brandon will be very, very keen to get this one done. And he flies past. And as you can see, Glassy entering the frame there. He's right behind Bakker now, surrounded by 2 Alfa Romeos, as Colin does the fastest lap of the race, just 1.8 seconds. Glassy, half on the grass, goes around the outside, and he's not going to have the room there. And now he's got Volcano for company. Volcano on the inside, but Glassy has the inside back there. Maybe struggling a little bit. I think he's dropped out of DRS. Yes, he has, and this could be Glassy through. All that fighting has meant Jetfish has managed to get a bit of a gap. Glassy looking up the inside. Very good, you two. Giving a room. But here goes Bakker. Yeah, and there is a brother battle going on. Quinn versus Luke. I will try and catch some of that as well. You can see it in the background there, but you've also got Volcano in that, and Glassy is through. That fight lasted quite a few corners there. But he's okay at the moment. The DRS massively helping him out at the moment, but they're all closing up to Jetfish again, who's now 2.1. Oh, and Bakker's gone. Bakker's spun. And Glassy very close on Jetfish here. He's looked, as soon as he's got these hards on, Glassy has looked very, very good. And he'll be looking to keep up his good form this season. And if he can get Jetfish, get some more points towards his bid for second place. He's having a little look, fakes it a little bit. And Jetfish, I think, now really, really starting to struggle on those old tyres. Glassy having to back out of it a little bit. That's going to close Volcano up onto this battle. But Glassy with DRS here, if he gets a good exit, it could be his position for the taking. Colin also just 1.1 seconds off Robin. There goes Glassy. He's got that done before the corner very nicely. And now Jetfish under massive pressure from Volcano. And I think that's what Glassy will be hoping for, is that Volcano can get past as... Oh, and they've touched! And it's actually hindered Volcano more, and the two brothers going through. Got Sminotla around the outside, who's touched as well. Got a bit trigger happy on the throttle. I can hear Luke and Volcano right behind this having a battle, and Luke's around the outside. Volcano must have got it tucked up on the inside. Luke might have to yield this into the fast right-hander, and he does, but that might not Sminotla through. And look at that, Sminotla now having a look. He'll go round the outside. Luke's on the inside of this corner, but has to get off the throttle, and good race management there from Luke though. Oh no! Why do I say these things? I say good race management, and there goes Luke. I'll get off that as quickly as possible. And here we go, Quinn, his brother. Let's hope it's a different change of fortunes here. And Quinn is past, but Jetfish right there. Is he going to send it down the inside? No, he tucks in. Volcano having another look. They came together just there about 5 laps ago. So Volcano got some great pace getting back in there. Not there again. Around the outside here, he loves it. He gets a lovely swing back, and he's going to have a great run on Volcano here. He's looking towards the inside, and as with Blue, he might have to yield, and they're getting very close behind Jetfish. Jetfish got no pace there on the straight. Don't know what happened to Jetfish. It was almost like he was in reverse there. Now he moved back to the inside to cover the inside. Volcano will have it done on the straight, though. I'd imagine this time they're going to go side by side. Hopefully not another crash around this corner. Whips back in, and he should have the inside now to the chicane. Jetfish trying to hang it around the outside, and he does. And right in the track limits. That's going to slow them right down, though. You can see that Luke's just gained about 1.5 seconds on them through that section. Something's gone wrong for Robin here. I think he's got a puncture. Yeah, he does, by the looks of it. So Glassy, as I said that, he's going to get back past, and as I move to that, Jetfish and Volcano. Well, Volcano getting past finally. Sorry guys, missing that one. And you can see he's just got no pace off the corners. Luke, who was miles behind him coming out of that corner, got no DRS. I think we've got another puncture. And this is a bit reminiscent of another race at Silverstone for Mercedes and late punctures. Softs won't be able to do it. Here's Sminotler though. We'll have a look down the inside of Quinn. And Quinn rightfully gives him a lot of room, but he's diving back up the outside. The outside for this corner. Keep it nice and clean there, Quinn. You've got the 4th place tied up. And he does. Lots of room for each other. Good racing. Jetfish picks up a 3-second time penalty. That will mean Bakker will get 10th position if he can stay within 2.6 seconds of him, which he is at the moment. Snotler run wide, and Quinn wants it back on track, and he does get it. Just to see if Quinn has it all sewn up. He will get it on the 3-second penalty anyway. And Volcano might just nick that spot off Sminotler because he's within 2.9. There goes Colin for the win. Great race from Colin, an awesome sprint. Brandon will cross the line next in his McLaren to get a very well-deserved 2nd place, and Glassy in 3rd. Quinn, brilliant race. What a recovery, up to 4th. Sminotler will then come across the line, but he'll lose that position to Volcano. Luke, great recovery into 7th, and then we'll see. We'll go on board with Bakker here at the end, because can he keep within 3 seconds of Jetfish and cost Jetfish more valuable points in this battle? He's using up all his ERS. And this is huge for the 2nd place position in the championship. Bakker 2.7 seconds behind. Keep it clean through here, and the McLarens will be thanking him, and so will Volcano up in 5th place. Oh, he has a moment, and it's 3.2, so Jetfish survives by the skin of his teeth. And we'll see Entity crossing the line, and Davey, unfortunately, out the back here.